Hi there, it's Susie from Fine Yarn Connoisseurs, and we are here today to talk about Littlebean Crochet's beautiful Luxe Socks yarn. This is a 4-ply, and it's 100 grams and comes in 435 yard hanks. It's an MCN, so it's merino, cashmere, and nylon. And which isn't one of my favorites, but I'll tell you what, this is really soft. And one great thing that she does is she puts a dye lot on there. So if you were ever in the situation where you ran out and needed some more, she might have some, or you might find somebody on Ravelry that would have this. So let's take a look at this real quick before we knit this up into a sample. This is a real heathered look. So these colors are not dense. They are very, what do I want to call this? Just heathered, you know, so you get a nice, gentle color transitions, and your color is not as intense as maybe some other dye jobs would be. On this particular one, it's just real, it's real beautiful. It would make a real soft fabric. So we're going to knit this up and see how this looks, and we'll be right back. And we're back, and you can see that I was busy getting this knit up. This is the Beyond Borders shawl that I was making for a Christmas present, but ran into a little problem, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But first off, let's look at these beautiful color transitions that she does with her yarn. Just real subtle. Again, we're back to that real heathered look. And you can see the detail with the yarn. Let's pull this up a little bit closer here. So you can see just how, how pretty this is. And this was a pleasure to work with. I love working with this yarn. This is my favorite MCN ever. And there's a reason it's called Luxe. It is super soft. It lives up to its name. It's tough. It unraveled beautifully. I had to frog a few places. It was wonderful. Now back to the shawl. Why isn't this shawl finished? Why do I have only this much yarn left and still a long way to go? Well, the pattern had a mistake in it. And I got to this point and realized there was no way I was going to be able to finish the rest of the rows with that little bit of yarn. So I contacted Kaylee of Littlebean and said, hey, can you make me another cake and dye this up so that I can finish this shawl? And sure enough, she did. And here's the other cake. So she got me to that dark spot there and then decided to go gradient out lighter just in case, because you couldn't go much darker unless you went to black. So just in case I needed that much more. I'll be able to make something else with this. But she did it quickly and efficiently, and she was such a rock star, and she got it out to me. And at that point I had no time to finish this shawl, because I think there's also a mistake in the short rows section, but that's for another story. And to end this discussion, this is the best MCN I've ever worked with, and I hope that you give Littlebean Loves a try on this and any of her other yarns. And that's it for today. Bye.